Thank you very much for joining me. This is Gulpane back again just with a very quick video, and this is going to be for the high score challenge. And this one is an interesting game. I've never played this before, but it is called, I can't remember the name of it now. It's got a Japanese name and a regular name. Tinkle Pit or Tinkuru Pito in 1993, only in Japan. Looks pretty bad, or not that great for a 1993 arcade game, considering like Street Fighter and stuff was already out. But yeah, this is one of those ones where very kind of old style, but kind of interesting mechanic all the same. You're a little blonde kid and you're going after food. This one isn't making you fatter like in Daigogo though. So you're going after food, and then you've got this little thing behind you, and then you push the action button and it basically stays behind you, and then once it comes back to you, it defeats the enemy characters, which is a very, very interesting mechanic and quite enjoyable. I've never played a game where you do that sort of thing. Normally you just shoot the enemies or throw something at them, but this one you gotta kind of strategically plan where you're gonna, you know, like put the lure in, or not the lure, reel in the little blue guy. And then I'm not 100% sure. This is literally the first time I've played it, and the only go I've had. So I'll just give it a try. I know I'm not going to win the high score challenge ever, like, so I don't really mind, unless it's Street Fighter. Yeah, so I'll just give one try. Why not? Thank God for Joe for reminding myself and a couple of other of the people who keep forgetting about it on Facebook. Thanks, Joe, much appreciated. So I imagine I'll come last again. But I don't really mind anyway. You can pick up a little ball as well and throw it at people, or throw it at whatever the enemy characters are. They're small little, I don't know what they are. So the first world, or whatever it is, you're just collecting like apples and stuff, and then the next world, the second one, I got to the third world. I got to the third place, but I think there's a more nuanced gimmick in it, where you actually nuanced playstyle, where you have to collect all of the food. Because once you kill all the enemies, or I think there's like a time or something, but once you defeat all the enemies, you go to the next stage. So I think you have to get like power-ups and stuff before you defeat all the enemies. Even if you don't defeat all the enemies, they seem to just say goodbye and just leave, and then you clear the game, or clear the stage. So I think I could have got a higher score if I had strategically sort of collected the food or the dolls, as in this stage, a little bit more. But oh well, what can you do? Live and learn. So this one, another one I'll come back to. I always say I'll come back to the high score challenge games, and I do, because I got this to work on MAME. One of the few times I've actually got, you know, the game to work on MAME, because a lot of times I download the ROM and then it just says, you know, like it's missing something or missing files or something, and it won't work. So then I have to play it on an online emulator, and the online emulators sometimes, you know, they're just really bad. Like, they're really jittery and stuttery and not really that good. But this one worked, so that was good. So I will come back to this one again. One I did come back to was Daigogo, was a really good one, and Windjammers was another one we played a few years ago, and I really like that now. I think there's been a remake of Windjammers as well, or an updated version. So yeah, this one is okay, and I'm really going to try and, I have to try and get my my Xbox Series controller to work on my PC, or else my Xbox 360 controller would be perfect, because I love that controller. And then I wouldn't have to use the crappy Japanese PS3 controller I have here, which isn't really a PS3 controller. It's more like a fake PS3 controller, I think. Not as comfortable as the regular PlayStation controller. Not that that's going to make my performance any better if I wait until the very last minute and then just play the game once. Oh no, I got killed there. Whoops. I wonder what the pills do. There must be some way to make yourself faster as well. Yeah, I do like the strategy of having to put the little guy behind you and then reel him in there when you're ready. Yeah, that's good. So I don't actually know what happens if you collect all of the little dolls. I think I managed to do it there. I'm not sure if I'm getting quite far, or I don't think I'm actually scoring a lot of points, because I'm not collecting all of the collectibles in each stage. So some of the enemies getting more advanced as well. Not just the regular little policemen enemies. And then slightly more advanced enemies. They can jump over the gates. Must be a very simple game to program these sort of games. It is quite entertaining though. And again, another good one for the high score. A lot of these high score challenge games, I've never heard of them before, and it's like there's a lot of very similar ones as well. But yeah, I'd never played them like unless it was for a high score challenge like this. So that's kind of the advantage of taking part in the old high score challenge, is playing games that you would normally play. Otherwise, I'd just be all the time playing RPGs. That definitely did something there. Just killed everyone on the screen. But then that's not really an advantage, is it? Because then you can't get all of the little dolls. I don't know. And stage 3. Maybe there's only 4 stages and you keep replaying the stages. I'll have to look at Juffers or One Credit Gaming to see what the rest of the stages are like. Maybe just go back and it's just like more difficult. What are you collecting here? Like little seahorses? Oh no, that was shocking. Ah well. So 244300, and even get to insert the old initials. Well, not initials because it's just my name. But this one you can insert 4 letters rather than the traditional 3 letters. And it's cool. This game has a lot of little quirks that are really nice, like inserting your name on a little keyboard. That's really cool. Couldn't find L there as well. I thought it was a QWERTY keyboard. Right, so that is that game. Thanks very much for choosing, and thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.